Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Welcome to episode 2612 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast, coming to you live from Santa's Magical Podcast Studio. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and welcome to our favorite tradition. It is Christmas Eve in the BOGP Studios 2024 edition. We hope that you are settled in with some hot cocoa, a gingerbread house that maybe has seen better days at this point because it's been hanging on all of December. Yes, at this point, you are officially allowed to eat a few gumdrops off there, bust a piece of that shingle off and snack on it, dip it right there in the hot cocoa and settle in because we're going to exchange our virtual gifts as we do this time every year. And to do that, Santa's Little Elves join me here in the studio as we have the studio dimly lit, the fire roaring here, smoking out here in the studios. As it's a warmer Christmas here in St. Charles County, Missouri, but we'll do what we got to do. So we're heading down to Atlanta, Georgia. Ricky, she's from a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less, Santa's favorite website. Ricky, what's going on? Merry Christmas. We've made it to another Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and I actually do have my hot cocoa here. So I've got my cup, so you can hear it, and I made myself a delicious cup of hot cocoa, and sitting here, you know, with the dog and the rocking chair, and I'm ready to go, man. Let's do this. Let's celebrate the holidays.
Like an 87-year-old lady.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm perfectly happy with that.
I 100% agree there. 100%.
Yes.
Okay, real quick question for the day. Favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, 100% National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. There's no like if, ands, or buts about it. Like we've watched it multiple times already. We will watch it more than likely again tonight. It is just the perfect Christmas movie. Although, if you're not quoting that movie about 15,000 times during the holiday season, you're not doing it right. So, I just have to ask, why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. Seriously, it's just, I want to know, why is the carpet all wet? Obviously we know why the carpet's all wet. But,
I just she's a beaut, Clark.
She is a beaut.
Yes,
she is a beaut.
That's my line.
Yeah. It's the most quotable movie. So that's the top movie, and then if we're gonna go with a different one,
and of course, as soon as you plug those suckers in every year, that's what I hear.
That's right.
And actually,
that's right.
only about 5 aren't working. That's what I hear.
Right? Exactly.
Yes, go ahead.
So,
what was your other one you were gonna say?
If we're gonna go with a different one, we're gonna go with Elf. Probably. Those are the two that we're gonna go with in our family. Although Mike, I feel like you will appreciate this, because I know you have the channel that shows the Love Boat all the time on.
Constantly.
Well, that same channel had one of my favorite, totally ridiculous Christmas movies on a couple of days ago, and I absolutely recorded it, and it's on my DVR right now, and it is A Very Brady Christmas. And if you've never seen this terrible movie, you need to find it. It is absolutely garbage. But it is the best Christmas movie. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The Bradys are all grown up. They're all married. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love that. I love that movie so much. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's on. I used to watch it back home on Channel 11. They'd air it on Channel 11, all the time.
Then John Fuller would give you the weather after this.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's on that Me TV. So I'm like, oh yes, this is so fantastic. So I still need to watch that. It'll probably be watched here in the near future.
Thank you for that recommendation. I'll make sure to not check that
Yes,
out.
you need to make sure you watch it. If it's on, catch that one. It is absolute garbage, but it's so good.
So speaking of the Love Boat channel, this time of the year they do air, because it is 24 hours Love Boat and it's been going on for years on Pluto TV, its own channel there. But during this time of the year, they do drop in the Christmas specials, and they show the one that I love. It's got Mickey Rooney. he plays a guy named Dominicus. And
Nice.
he's an angel come down to Earth, but nobody knows it, right? And he's interacting with this like boys choir that gets on the ship. Well, Captain Subing actually pays for him, but nobody knows like who's actually paying for the cruise because he doesn't tell anybody. And he's healing people and he's getting in everybody's business. He's saving the day, but nobody knows like through all this magic. And it's a great one. But he ends up like before he goes back to heaven or whatever. At the end, he just disappears in the star, like the Star of David.
Yeah.
But he ends up like there's a little Mickey Rooney on top of the tree at the very thing. I choke up every time, dude. I see it like every day because they only show like 20 versions, 20 different episodes in like, a loop, but it's a great one. Anyway, if you've seen it, Scotty G, he's down there in his studio enjoying the season with a nice old fashioned. So if we don't get to him soon, he'll be even funnier. And he's always funny. So Scotty G, Merry Christmas. What's going on, buddy?
Merry Christmas. I was trying to get my ice to jingle in my glass. It wasn't working there.
I was like, what are you doing? He's locked up.
It's melting. So I do have an old fashioned here in the studio by the fire. I hear some beautiful Christmas tunes coming from the BR Guest podcast. Is that Nat King Cole I hear in the background?
That is that's my favorite Christmas standard.
I know it is.
Yes. Yeah, man, nothing better. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, the holiday season is fast paced, right? But now it's time to relax with the family, unwind. That's why I got a little old fashioned here today. Cheers to both of you and Pam, of course. So I know we'll talk about her here in a second.
Yes.
But I guess I have to answer the same question.
Yes,
absolutely. You must answer the question.
So I'll kind of do a long answer here too, because I wanted to squeeze something else in. But easily, Home Alone is my favorite Christmas movie.
Gotcha.
Maybe I was just like the perfect age. I think I was like Kevin's age, basically around the time that it was released.
Same. Yeah.
So just the perfect Christmas movie for me. Like it's a Gardner classic. Emily loves it. Elizabeth loves it. That's our go-to. Now, when it comes to like the rom-coms, like I love those. The Hallmark movie ones too.
Oh.
And you fire up Netflix or any streaming service, and there's like hundreds, maybe even thousands of these. It seems like there's just so many.
Did you watch Hot Santa?
No. We know Hot Santa in our house. Like with the ice sculpture and all that.
Yes, okay, good.
We know about Hot Santa in here.
All right.
But this probably was like 12, 13, 14 years ago. We were just trying to find a Christmas movie. And I can't think of the actor's name. I always call him Zach Morris.
Mark Paul Gosselaar?
Yes.
Okay.
Was in this one, like, oh, let's watch that. Like it's Zach.
Yes.
And it's called The 12 Dates of Christmas. It is the cheesiest, crappiest movie, but is honestly kind of like my guilty pleasure, and we have to watch it every year. It's our tradition.
I think I've seen this one advertised. It used to be on Freeform for a while. I don't think they put it on Freeform anymore. But yeah, I've seen that one.
I love it.
I haven't actually watched it, but I've seen the movie.
It's quotable all year long in the Gardner household, not just around Christmas. Same with Home Alone. We quote that one all the time. But Mike, what I was going to say to you, like growing up, for me, it wasn't so much the movies. It was like the TV show specials like Happy Days is Christmas episode. Mr. Ed, like the talking horse. Because what my parents did, they would record these episodes like on a VHS. And then they would just record the Christmas episode. So you'd be watching a Mr. Ed, and then boom, Happy Days was like the next Christmas episode. And then it'd be like All in the Family's Christmas episode. Like we just had these VHSs of all these like the Christmas specials of these sitcoms and TV shows that we loved. And one was crazy. Like it was called Wacky Wall Walkers. I don't know if you ever heard of these guys. It's like these animated like creatures from outer space, and they learn what the meaning of Christmas is, like in this funny, weird cartoon thing. I found it on YouTube, thankfully.
Oh my goodness!
I tried to tell people about it, and they don't believe me.
I have not heard of this.
But it is out there on YouTube. But I just more so than the movies, I just love like the TV show Christmas specials. It just takes me back to my youth watching those home videos that my parents made.
I agree. And again, as I say a lot, especially if you listen to Mike in the Midwest, I enjoy like retro stuff. So I like not only going back and watching those where they did the Christmas episodes every like season with those old shows, but you see the old decorations, the old gifts they would exchange, like from the 80s and the 70s and stuff, and it makes you go like, I had that as a kid, like
the Happy Days one is so great because like everyone like, what's Jody, right? Like the daughter's name. Like she wants a tree so bad, and like Fonzie comes back with a tree. The dad brings a tree. Richie brings a tree. Potsy brings a tree, and like because like she was so mad she wasn't gonna get a tree, and then the the Cunningham house has like 8 Christmas
Yep.
trees. Like by the time the episode's done, it's just I just love that stuff, man. It's so good.
It's
Just
so
takes me back.
cheesy. It's so cheesy, right? If you get like on that
Yeah.
Love Boat, like the Santa disappeared, like he got drunk, like the guy they hired to play Santa. So everybody's trying to help out. So everybody, decides without telling anybody else, right? They all put on a Santa suit.
Yeah.
So in the
Yep.
grand finale, there's like everybody's dressed as Santa. Isaac,
It's so
Gopher,
good. I love that.
Vicky. Every person's a Santa. So there's like 9
Yeah.
Santas. Exactly. But it's perfect. We're innocent.
Was there a
times.
holiday armadillo by chance?
Oh,
what?
yes, absolutely. There's got to be a holiday armadillo. I mean, 100%. I mean, if you don't have him, Santa, and Superman in the same room, you're not doing Christmas right. So,
I have
But
no
Mike,
idea
I
what
know we talked about, hey, this is gonna be a quick episode. And we're gonna
Yeah,
spend forever on
exactly.
this
Yeah,
and the
no,
next
yeah,
one.
so
I love it, but we got to hear. You
it's-
have to answer the password too. We got to hear your favorite.
My favorite Christmas movie, I mean, there's no doubt, it's Charlie Brown Christmas. I
Nice.
love
okay.
that one because it's just got a little bit of everything. It's just so nostalgic. And to me, it got more nostalgic because, and I think I've said this either on the Big Show or over on Mike in the Midwest, one of my traditions was when I taught, we never left for either Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas vacation without showing those 3 specials like at 2:30 to 3 before we left for that break. So before Halloween break, we watched Great Pumpkin. Before Thanksgiving break, even though that one wasn't really great, we always watch Thanksgiving, and then we always watch Charlie Brown Christmas right before we left for Christmas break. And so it takes
You
me
watched
back
one
to
of
when
my
I taught.
favorites the other night. Speaking of like the animated ones, I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, I
Yes.
love that. With Burl Ives is like the
Mhm.
snowman. Like, oh my god, that movie is so good. Silver and gold.
Yeah, play that banjo. God, I mean, and the thing was, when we were kids, man, if you missed it, like you were just bummed. Too bad,
Yeah.
bro. You had to wait till the next year to see if Christmas was saved or not. I mean, it was 50-50 proposition. Anyway, so we are here, and you notice one person is missing. Pam Forrester is not here, and we've talked about this, I think, briefly on the show a couple of weeks back. We are totally missing Pam because her husband Steve was in a pretty severe accident, but we're glad to report that he is recovering. He's had a few surgeries, and he is just a fighter. He is a strong man and a good friend of all of ours. He's not even a friend; he's family to us, as all the Forresters are. As we're just a big family because we've vacationed together. We've 17 years we've been doing this, so. We've just been together, and she passes on her thanks for all the prayers and the thoughts and just everybody rallying behind her family. And she wishes she could be here, and she's going to get back to the show as soon as she can. But as always, family first, right? They're still kind of in Rhode Island, kind of wrapping up the stay there. Hopefully, the last few days, and they're trying to make that transition back to Pittsburgh to continue the care and the recovery back in their hometown. So she wishes she could be here, but we're thinking about her, and we hope that you can do that here through the holiday season. But again, Ricky and Scott, I know that they're top of the your thoughts and prayers as well, because we miss Pam a whole lot. Steve and Hannah too.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I miss Pam for sure on the show, but man, I just miss my boy Steve. I want to give him a hug so bad,
Yeah,
and like,
No.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to like hear his voice, and like, I just love that guy so much. So, sending big thoughts to my boy Steve at this holiday season.
Yeah, he's like when he goes to all these podcast events, like he's kind of quiet and in the background, but when he says something, it's so funny.
It's so funny. Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
low key the funniest guy in the room in any
Yes.
room he's in. So like if you've never met him at a podcast thing and you will in the future, just know that like he might seem like inconspicuous and just like super quiet, but when he says something, dude, he's the funniest guy in the room every single time, and the coolest guy in the room too.
So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna quick give a gift to Steve though. Like I'm gonna give him like he loves his t-shirts, right? So I'm giving him like a snarky like brewery t-shirt. He's just like
Nice.
he loves those brewery t-shirts, or like I feel like the one where like it says Pittsburgh on it with the bridges. I'm just gonna give Steve a cool t-shirt for Christmas.
There you go. I think that's good.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one. All right, so let's go with Scott, since you're rolling, let's go with yours first. Let's give your gifts first, since you kind of got things started. Since we're trying to have some kind of sequence here.
Let me get the.
First, tell us
get the
about your
tag
wrapping,
here.
your wrapping paper.
All right, so Ricky, would you be the honorary gift open for Pam? Since Pam can't make it tonight, I didn't want to leave her hanging, so I did.
Of course.
So if you
Of
could
course.
open on her behalf.
Oh my goodness. What on this is so fantastic. She is gonna love this.
Right?
Oh my
Am I
goodness.
right
Yes.
here?
No, seriously, yeah. Yeah.
So, Mike, I know you can't see it and the listeners can't either. So let me explain what this is. So you just kind of queued this up with like all the things that's happening with Steve right now. I don't think Pam's primary thing is going to be traveling right away, right? We got to give Steve the care, get him going and all that. So what am I doing for Pam? I'm bringing Walt Disney World to her, one of her
Ooh.
favorite places. So I spoke to some contractors, and we're going to replicate Geyser Point in their
Ah,
backyard.
Nice.
So that she can still feel that vibe. So we're gonna we're gonna kind of make a mini bay lake back there, and we're gonna get the same like at a smaller scale that fits their home better. I can't promise that I can bring the weather though, Pam. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
we'd
is
have
gonna
to
be
do
more
like a holodome kind of situation.
yeah, it could
kind
do a
of thing.
dome. Yeah. Mike, maybe we can speak to the contractor and
We'll
add
see.
that on.
It might be an upgrade, but we'll see what we can do.
But yeah, so we're just gonna bring the menu and everything. We're gonna have it served with the cast members wearing the same outfits that they do as Geyser Point, just making you really feel like you're there in the magic at one of your favorite lounges.
I love that.
What does Pam get at Geyser Point? I'm trying to think. Does she get the bison? Who gets the bison burger? Because
I get the bison
You get the
burger.
bison burgers?
I know some other people do too. I mean,
I can't remember what Pam gets. I think
I
maybe
don't know what she
she
gets,
just
yeah.
switches
everything
it
on
up.
the menu.
Yeah,
It's really
exactly.
good. It's
She
just a
goes
really
more
good
nuts.
spread.
Yeah, she's
Exactly.
remember she stays down for the whole month of February, so yeah,
Right.
she has to switch
Right.
it up. She can't be like me and just order the same thing every single time. Like I gotta go to.
Exactly.
I'm boring. That's a pretty good gift. That's gonna be hard
That
to
is
beat.
amazing.
I mean, mine's
Yeah.
pretty good, but okay. All
All
right,
right,
so-
Ricky. Well, keep going with it, I guess,
Okay.
since you just opened up that one.
Oh my goodness,
Well,
Scott! This is so incredible.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow. Seriously, this is amazing.
I thought you would like it, and like I'll explain it to you because the details might be a little fuzzy there based on the
Got
little
it.
card that you're holding.
Yeah. I've got the card here in my hand. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but you know that like Disney, like their restaurants are kind of like all you care to eat. Like they don't
Right.
really call them a buffet. It's like all
Yeah.
you care to eat.
Yeah.
Card is called the all you care to greet because you have
Okay.
such a young child. I know characters are very important to
Ah.
you. So that is like the all you care to greet card takes you to the front of the line for any character
Gotcha.
meet and greet at Walt Disney World.
I
But
love
here's a
it.
catch. But here's a catch though. Not all characters are at, like fast pass character meet and greets. There's some in the
Right.
restaurants. So that card also gets you entitled to front of the line access for ADRs
Yes.
and get it. The meal is already paid for.
Heck yes, let's go.
So you have
Topolino's Terrace.
yes, so you have character meet and greets covered and for the character meals, and you got your front of the line all you care to greet.
Let's do it. I love it. Now, let's hope this goes better than her encounters with Santa. Those did
Yeah.
not go so well. So, we may have to warm up a little bit more. But, since we have the ability to do as many as we want, hopefully
Over
we can,
time, it's just going to get better.
exactly.
We're
So-
practicing with this card so that when she's 2, 3, I
Well,
don't
she'll
know,
be 2 in February. Yeah.
God, it's
she's
crazy.
almost 3 meeting Santa in 25. She will
Yes.
be more
She'll
accustomed
be
to it.
much better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Remember, Ricky, when she's 3?
I know. But I got a whole other year for that. I got a whole other year.
Well, we
So-
know I think we know what her gift next year will be.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. At
Disney's
that point,
counting
I'll
down the
be
days.
You're not going to get a pass yet, so because I got to pay full price for that sucker. So I'm just going to be buying single day
Yeah,
tickets at that
Disney's
point
like-
for her. Yeah.
So I hope you take full advantage of the all you care to greet card.
I
Have fun
absolutely
with that.
will. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
thank
that's so
you.
All right,
I
Mike, do you
love
want to
it.
open up mine now?
Yeah, hang on.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Well, I can't tell exactly what kind of wrapping paper you got here this year. What'd you go with this year?
It's
I
it's
tore it up
interesting
too
how
quick.
you're ripping it. It sounds like paper. I just went with the traditional pillowcase, but
Okay, well,
I don't know how it all sounded
sorry,
like that.
sorry, bro, dude. You're sleeping without a pillowcase tonight. Then sorry, I just destroyed your pillowcase.
That's
You
okay.
totally.
It's funny.
you ripped
Ricky's
that pillowcase
kind of
out.
sounded the same way.
I
So
am.
Yeah,
my
it's
bad. My bad. You're going without a pillowcase. Oh my gosh! Thank you for the. What we got going on here, though? Help me out.
dude, so you just went on that incredible media preview of the Disney Treasure, as we all know.
I did.
And based on your review from you and Ben, like you guys hung out in the lounges a lot, and
As a
that was like a
requirement.
good theme.
We had to. I mean, it was work.
It was work,
they
right?
made us.
And those lounges are themed really nice. And so I got an inside scoop with Imagineering for the Disney Destiny, the next
Ooh,
ship.
okay.
And they're kind of going heavy IP, kind of staying away from the parks, kind of going back to the movies for some of the lounges, like the Star Wars lounge. But I did put in a request, and I confirmed today. Luckily it was today. I got confirmation, so just in time for me to share this, that there's going to be the Be Our Guest podcast lounge.
Nicely done.
On the Disney Destiny.
As
so it's going to be themed great. There's going to be a kind of like your Olivia's wall that you call in the Be Our Guest podcast studio. There's going to be, instead of TVs, there's going to be these they're going to be doing photos of our listeners with you.
I love it.
Memories that we've had. They're just going to be
so
all
like a
over
bit
the
like
place
like a bust of Mike Bankhead, like in the corner, and
exactly.
like Phil Shinegold. Like, do I get to pick?
I might be able that, like I'm doing with the contractors with the Bay Lake Geyser Point with Pam. I might be but there's cool background loops too when you walk in. The Phantasmic theme plays almost like episode. So you walk in, it's like
stop. I have ice down my trousers again. Stop.
No,
so it's Be Our Guest podcast lounge themed to all this stuff. We might be able to put some busts of some of our famous, like our celebrity guests and listeners, but at night it turns into the silent disco.
Yes.
So, and it's going to be Mike's favorite song. So you get to actually come up with a playlist. I mean, it doesn't have to be like 4 or 5 songs. You can give him like 100 songs, whatever it is. And you get to, so when you're sailing to Disney Destiny, you hang out in the lounge, and then that's going to be your favorite place, obviously because of that. But then you get the silent disco is also going to be hosted in the lounge.
Nice. I mean, taking it to the next level. This is my destiny. Yes.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So Merry Christmas to you too. Yes. I hope you like the gifts.
Man, you have connections. I mean, you're getting a Geyser Point built, a Be Our Guest podcast studio, and I mean, Ricky will never have to wait in line for a character ever. And you know, I mean, shoot, by in a year, a character meal will probably be $700.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Have you gone to Chef
My
Mickey's?
favorite is the lounge, though. I can't wait to get into that lounge. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Because you know how like some of the lounges had the food, right? So they had the ABC commissary buffalo chicken.
Oh, stop! Where's the ice?
So I mean, I haven't gotten confirmation if since you built the Be Our Guest podcast, if you get free food in there or not. But still, either way, like it's gonna be a few bucks, and I think you'll enjoy it.
That's fine. I'll charge it as long as I can get around the 40. Do I get to stay longer than 45 minutes? That's the one thing. They don't let you stay 45 minutes at a time. I'm like, how about an hour? Come on now.
Well, I mean, I don't have all the details ironed out yet. I mean, they're still building the ship.
I know, that's right.
All I know is that I got confirmation that this lounge is coming.
You rock. All right, that's cool. All right, so let me give my gift. So the first one I'm going to give is to Pam Forrester. So let's let Ricky open that one for Pam. Don't
Whoa!
Easy. You are the meanest gift opener. You're like this carry. You open it like a bowl.
It's the cellophane. It's fine. Yeah.
Anyway, so now that you see, it's kind of a certificate, right? Because Pam, again, we're kind of like banking her experiences for when the time is right. Now she will eventually, because Steve will. He's going to bounce back, and Hannah and Pam, they're going to want to get back out there. And we've always said this. A Disney cruise is a great vacation because you don't have to, you can do as little or as much as you want, and, they can kind of take it easy. Well, one of the things we got to tour on the Disney Treasure was the Tower Suite.
Nice.
And Pam Forrester, I think this one's calling their name.
I think you're right.
I worked it out with, it's not just Captain Mickey on the Treasure. I talked to Captain Minnie. And Captain Minnie heard my thoughts, and she's like, I do know Pam Forrester. She's a pretty cool lady. So Steve Forrester. So's Hannah. Let's make it happen. She gave me a little piece of paper. Wrote there. Boom. She gets to ride up there in the forward funnel. 2 stories, 3 bedrooms, all kinds of cool stuff. There's all kinds of neat stuff up there. So that's what we're gonna do. So Pam Forrester, when they're ready, ride in the forward funnel. Disney Treasure, Eastern or Western Caribbean. She can make her pick. What do you think Pam Forrester would pick, Eastern or Western Caribbean?
Western.
Western. I would say Eastern probably, but that.
I was wondering about Eastern too, actually. Yeah.
Eastern has an extra seat.
But in that room, I'd rather have the Eastern because I want to stay on the ship.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would say too.
Longer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah.
But I know that it seats a lot of people in there. I hope she considers some
Oh,
of her
dude.
good
I
friends
know.
here.
I hope she
mean,
considers for other family.
I mean, it would seat all of us for sure. I mean, there's
I mean,
at least 12.
Podcast from
Oh.
that room would be pretty sweet. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I mean, so a treehouse is technically a 3-bedroom, right? We had at least 85 people in a treehouse once.
Well, that's true.
Ricky, you were there. We did a live
was.
show. I do not know how we did not ever get lifetime banned from Walt Disney
No.
World that day.
No idea.
We had 85
No idea.
people in the treehouse and probably 12 on the deck, and
Yep.
Jay making schmoes outside to
Yep.
for everybody. It was, and we had like signs. We had like
Yes,
it was
we
like a
did.
community
It
yard
wasn't like
sale.
we were being
No,
inconspicuous.
and
We
I
were
mean,
totally
you had to come through
conspicuous.
security to come. I mean, we had more people coming in there than like to a hard ticket event at the Magic
Yeah,
Kingdom. It was
it's true.
crazy. I still
It's
look
true.
back and I'm like, because the thing is, like, it's good to not know what you're doing. Like, that was when we first started the podcast. We didn't know like what we were doing. God, I would never do that now. Like, I'd be scared I'd get tased and end up in a cell. Like, I cannot believe we did that. Anyway, we went out and bought lemonade, like dispensers, like kegs for lemonade and iced tea,
did.
and we bought a sheet cake.
We did.
It's like a wedding reception in a treehouse, and just invited all Walt Disney World. Come on over, free cake, ice cream, everything. And we were live on Magical Mouse Radio.
We were.
Those are the days.
Awesome.
All right, so let's see here. All right, Scott, here's your gift. We got
About time, man.
Yeah, I
I've been itching to open up a gift here.
Let's do it. Now, be careful. Yours is
right.
fragile.
This paper is
It's big.
spectacular, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Hold on.
Charlie
let me,
Brown.
Yeah. What is this paper?
it's
opening
Charlie,
it up
Charlie
very
Brown Christmas.
smoothly here, just ripping it a little piece at a time. Oh wow! I actually got to put it down. I'm afraid I'm going to break it, Mike.
Okay, so here's what you got. Again, mine are going to be all because I did my shopping because this is Christmas season, and I did my shopping while I was working on the Disney Treasure Ride. So I was like, it's a good place to do a little shopping because nobody else can copy me. Hard for everybody else to get on the ship at this point, considering it hadn't sailed at that point, except
Right.
for this. So
It's
I
pretty
talked to
sweet.
the Imagineers because we got to meet with some of the Imagineers who helped put the ship together. And I said, you know what? I saw something on here that my buddy Scotty G would really like. And he's like, what's that? I said, well, in that Skipper Society bar, there's these 2 booths, one on each side. And I said, my boy over on the Disney Wish, he took up permanent residence in one of those booths
I did.
last summer with his boy Jared, and I think he liked it. But these booths are superior because the lights above these booths are tiki birds, and they're stainless steel or stained glass tiki birds. They are incredible
I love the tiki
pieces
birds.
of art. I mean, they are unreal looking. I said, you have one over each of the booths, but do you have a backup, like down in the trunk or something of the ship? I don't know where you keep, like, is there a trunk or how's that work? He's like, we have one extra. I was like, well, can I have that? He's like, cool, whatever.
Sold.
Sold. And I said, put it on the Magic for Less card. He's like, just, okay, cool.
Is that how you got the Tower Suite too?
Yeah.
Shh,
Exactly.
They don't know till January.
Right.
So we'll worry about that next month. So boom, there you go. So for your studio, wherever you want to put it there in the house. I mean, they're very green. Like green is the base color of these.
I mean,
these
Michigan
birds.
State, baby.
It's
Come
Michigan
on.
State. It's kind of your color of your house, and
Yeah.
very on theme for you. So you can make like a bar around it, and right there, tiki bird.
I love it. This is such a special thing. I have a piece of the
chandelier.
treasure in my home right now.
That's awesome.
I might not be able to stay at the Tower Suite like some people, but I have a piece of the treasure, and I'm going to treasure it forever, Mike. Thank you so much for that.
Appreciate it. Now Ricky's got a present that's even bigger than that. But I think it'll be
All right.
now. This one, I mean, it's if you could tell, this thing is it's at least 20 feet long. But
Ooh,
just go ahead and
okay.
start opening it.
Can't believe it fits in her room. This
Well,
week.
know,
it's
I
kind
can't
of
either.
it's huge. You can just open this one like crazy, like you're a wild one. Like there you go.
All right. Are we good? We good? All right.
Okay,
all
good.
right.
Because you destroyed Pam's, but this is cool because you can't break
That's
this one.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Mike.
This is a family present, but you can use it. Lucy will use it mostly,
Okay.
but I'm guessing Brian will think this is the bomb.
Okay.
I love families that play together, stay together and have a good time.
That's right.
So what I got you, again, I talked to another Imagineer and I said, I see something else on this ship that I kind of wonder if you have a second one of these.
All right.
Because I have a friend that this would be perfect for at her house.
All
He
right.
said, "What?" And she said, "Just a female engineer, Imagineer." She said, "What's that?" I said, "When I first got on this ship, I was on this ship an hour, and I said one thing I regretted when I went on the Wish last summer, that I missed the open house that I did not get to do. I did not get to enter the kids club going down the slide."
Yes.
And you know what? I made it happen immediately. I jumped in that
There we
tube,
go.
and so you now
Yes.
have a replica of the Disney Treasure slide. So you, well, I don't know how big your house is. I've never been there, but you can
good
go from
news,
upstairs
I
to
have a
downstairs to
two-story
downstairs to the
house.
basement, whatever. You can transport around your house however you want. You got the slide. You could just like go from your bedroom to your living room to the kitchen. I don't care. I mean, it's better than steps. So there you go. You have a slide.
I have a 2-story house, so I can put that right outside this door right now.
You
And
slide
I
into
can
your
go,
studio. Exactly.
I
It's
can
time to
just
podcast.
Whirl right down to my, foyer. It's all perfect. I love it. Let's do this.
I mean, it
Right.
makes it way more fun for arrival. You just kind of
Absolutely.
pop out. There
Absolutely.
you go. So you got
And then I
slide.
can just slide out the front door because that's how,
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'll have like
way more
a
fun.
remote control where I just hit the front door open and it opens up, and then
and
I'll
hope
just slide right
and
out.
hope the
Yeah.
remote works.
Home
So,
Alone a little bit with Kevin with the sleigh going down the steps. And
That's
but you
right.
have a slide
Exactly.
down. Yeah.
Exactly.
so there
Yes.
you go. You have a slide.
That's a
All
great
right.
gift, Mike. Yeah.
Hey, I try. I'm not great. I've told
Dude,
you, I'm married to
you were serious. You did all your shopping while you were working on that
Yeah.
on that preview. Like,
and that stuff's hard to get off the ship, especially
Yeah.
when you only get 2 bags and all that with Southwest. Getting this stuff home was a bear.
I understand
That
why
was
you were at the
hard.
airport for like
Yeah, no
16
kidding.
hours.
Exactly.
Me too.
It's working with customs. I mean, dude, your thing was about the stained glass, trying to not break that and carrying a 25, foot long tube on my back. It was rough.
That was crazy. Like, I thought I saw like a TikTok of like that going through like the security, like
Oh,
at
yeah.
TSA, like the metal detector. Like that was unbelievable how you pulled that
Yeah,
one
you
off.
should have seen the pat down. It was not pretty. All right, Ricky, what you got? Go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to need one of you to open up Pam's gift because, obviously.
Scotty G can do it. Let's go.
All
Scotty.
right.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. I'm so
Here we go.
excited.
Here we go.
Pam, this is for you. Oh my God, Ricky, you gotta explain it, but I think the Foresters are really gonna love this one.
They are absolutely going to love this. And I feel like we all have a theme this year. It's the same theme. And it's like the family togetherness thing, which, of course, is so important, after everything that they've been through. And they are definitely going to need some family togetherness. So, really, what I got them is the ability to go anywhere in the world that they would like. And they can stay for it however long they want. And they just get to be together and have like that special family time. I imagine it will probably be a Disney destination, but I really wanted to give them the opportunity to just be together as a family. So wherever they want to go, I'm going to send them there. And they don't have a time limit. They literally can just hang out and be there for as long as they want. So if they want to go to, Bora Bora and sit on an island, and sit on the beach or whatever, like they can do that. Or if, they want to go to Tokyo and do like Tokyo Disneyland, or, if they want to go on another Disney cruise or whatever. Yeah. But I want them to have that family togetherness because they deserve it so much. They deserve that time together.
That is so kind of you, Ricky. I'm actually kind of jealous because like I would go to Bora Bora and just take permanent residence.
Exactly. Yes.
I think
like
so too.
I would just. I really want
beach.
them to have that family togetherness time together. I think that's so important for them. So.
That is awesome.
Anywhere in Polynesia is where is nice as, and we saw last week the opening of the Polynesian Villas Tower.
Yes.
I mean that looks pretty awesome. Bora Bora, like you said, or anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really want to
Polynesia.
send them anywhere. It doesn't have to be Disney, although I'm sure it will end up being Disney.
That's so great. That's a great gift, Ricky.
Yes,
You
it
is.
are- man, you're good at shopping.
Yes.
I know. I am. All right. Mike Roman.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, and I'm opening. Oh, you didn't tell us about your wrapping paper. What have we got here?
Oh, yeah, I got Santa sacks. So yeah, again, I'm kind of like Scott. Like it's I don't know what's going on here.
What's up with 2024? Is it the year of not using like? I went with the Charlie Brown wrapping paper.
Yeah,
We got
no,
something.
it's
I was being environmental friendly with using something reusable, but then you said you ripped it.
I
yeah.
destroyed it. Not reusable now, sucker.
No, exactly. So all right.
Little bitty.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
we got a
Okay. All
pillowcase.
right. So I got you something that it's the magical ability to snap your fingers, right? So
I
snap
can't,
like
did,
that.
did, did I,
Everything
I
you
can
just said
actually,
to
what,
me.
did I learn how to do that now?
I can't snap.
All right. Oh, good thing I didn't give this to
I
you,
know. I'm
Scott.
glad this is
Yeah.
not my
Dude,
gift.
Then you're
Scott,
good.
Scott,
All right,
Scott,
all right.
Scott's eyes just got huge. He's like, oh my gosh, please don't give me that gift.
Please don't give me snapping. All right, Scott, I got you the ability to snap. Yeah. There you go.
Just
No,
don't
so,
spoil it yet.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so Mike, all you have to do is snap your fingers, right? And you can have Taco Bell without having to go to the actual store. You actually just have to snap, and you can get whatever you want. Again, this is going to be one of those things where, like, you know, right now they have like the menu from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s and stuff like that,
And the 60s.
So you can get, and yes,
And
so
the
you can
zeros.
get like whatever. Like if they're not selling it right now, snap your fingers and it's yours if you're craving it. If it's your regular menu offerings that you get every week, snap your fingers and you get it. You don't have to go anywhere. It's literally right there, fresh, hot, ready to go for you immediately. And you can order more. So if you want more than what you normally get, you can do that too. So
I can see you doing this like on the marathon course, right? Like mile
Yes.
21 or something. Like,
all you gotta do is snap those fingers and it just gets delivered right there in front of your face.
And all I gotta say is,
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Exactly.
I mean, exactly. That's the best gift ever. So yes, I am ready to go. Oh, sorry about that, dude.
Whoa, my ears are
Sorry,
bleeding now.
dude.
Yeah.
Santa just blew out everybody's ears for Christmas Eve. My bad.
so it's not a snap. You do a horn and then you get the Taco Bell.
It's apparently the horn.
I
Yes,
mean,
that's
the
what it
little dog is really quiet, but the air horn is very loud. And
Air horn
I
very
forgot
loud,
to
yes.
adjust the volume. My bad. I just woke up. If you're listening to this in the car, I'm sorry.
Everybody's awake
If you
now.
just change lanes and I just woke up the baby in the back seat, I seriously apologize.
I felt that here in
I
Michigan.
felt
Like,
it too.
my seat moved back 10 feet from the pressure of that horn. And my hair was blowing and all this. Like that was wild.
Yes. Holy cow.
Oh, my bad, but it's Christmas. I mean,
It
it's you
is.
got to get a little jolt there. It's got to keep. But yes, thank you very much, Ricky. I will be going and getting a 60s tostada, a 70s green burrito, and an 80s Mexi Melt.
Oh, I've
ASAP.
gotten many a Mexican
Snap.
melts over the past
Bam,
few
it's
minutes. Yeah.
Snap,
yeah.
not horn.
Snap,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
horn.
I will lay off the air horn for the remainder of
Please
our
do.
podcast. So
Yeah.
keep them. If you're driving, keep them at 10 and 2, and let's keep it between the white lines. All right, we're good.
All right. So Scott, are you ready for yours?
Yeah, this is like, oh my God, like I get the final gift.
You
This is
do get the
crazy.
final gift. So open it. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna open this up nice and gently here in the bag, and yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it doesn't say anything about snapping, so that's good.
No snapping.
No
You're
air
fine.
horn either.
No air horn either. You're much better. Okay. So we all know that this is Emily's senior year. And you know, this is definitely not it's a great year, but it's also a hard year. And it's, you know, very emotional and very, you know, like so I'm giving you the ability to freeze time.
Ooh.
For certain moments. So it's not like you're freezing time forever and she's never going to graduate, you know, stuff like that. But it's the ability to just stop time for, you know, an hour or two and just really enjoy, again, that family time, really enjoy what you guys are doing and what you're, you know, that particular moment, because these moments are going to be so fleeting with her. You know, you only have a certain number left, which, you know, I'm sure I'm going to make you cry right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to hold back the tears right now.
Dude,
but yeah.
what is she doing, Scott? This is not cool.
Like, it's already the holiday.
I know,
I know, we're already almost done.
Dude's drinking an
No.
old fashioned on a. Let's slow down here.
I
This time
know.
next Christmas, I'm gonna be so excited when she comes back home.
Exactly. I know.
Dude.
So I wanted you to enjoy, really soak in these last like 6 months where she'll be at home, and you know, I really
That is
wanted
so
you guys to enjoy that.
I love that, Ricky. I think I'm gonna be using some of this while we're in Alani in
I'm-
2025. You know. But,
Yes. I think Brian just broke something else.
I think so.
Oh, I thought that was from the soundboard.
Well, hey, listen. No, Santa.
Oh no, that's always not Santa.
Is he arriving early? I mean, it's Christmas Eve.
You're right, it is. It could be Santa downstairs. That could very well be the case. Yeah.
That is awesome. Santa has made his way to the land. I love the Santa.
Santa's
tracker.
not very
The Santa
quiet. Let's just
tracker.
be perfectly honest. Santa's making a lot of noise down there.
Dude, the Santa tracker is like one of my favorite things. Like how many gifts he's delivering.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
At a
Not
crazy
as-
rate, and like Right now he's in Atlanta.
He's obviously in the suburbs of Atlanta, but we better wrap this show pretty quickly because somebody better check to make sure Santa's okay.
Right. So yes, thank you for the
like a
gift.
pretty
I was
hard
just going to make
fall.
one wisecrack that I probably will never use this during the work day. I don't want to stop time when I'm at work.
Yeah, no, really don't do that.
But definitely looking forward to using this. That's a very thoughtful gift. Definitely want to absorb as many memories and moments as I can while she heads out to college. So thank you for that, Ricky.
Well,
I love all the gifts. You guys are the best. I love my family here.
It's definitely a weekend thing or, vacation time thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Make sure it only works on you if you're going to be using that between 9 and 5. And I mean, I work longer than 9 and 5, so it doesn't. I work all hours of the day. I work weird hours. So just give me a holler before you throw that thing into phase, so we all know what's going on.
We'll do.
All right.
And just make sure you snap and get a lot of Taco Bell during that time.
Yes. You okay with Taco Bell? I mean, I mess with it because I'm scared I'll hit the loud horn or something. So
no, please don't.
We are going to get out of here because Santa could be in danger, and we do not. I mean, we could be the podcast that cancels Christmas. Who knows? That sounded like a really, really hard fall. I don't know if Ricky lubes up
really
the
fell
chimney
through the
or something.
chimney.
I don't know what's going on down in Atlanta, but it sounded like Santa could have hit that chimney, and it was slicker than he thought, and he came in hot down that thing. I mean,
he just bit it. Yeah.
That was the hardest landing I've ever heard. So she needs to go check on that situation ASAP. So we are going to get out of here and wish you a very Merry Christmas. Hope Santa is good to you as long as he can get up and get back in that sleigh. We will have another show we'll have all the regular shows this week, but I just wanted to check in with a bonus show because it's our tradition. And again, wishing Pam and the Foresters a very Merry Christmas out in Rhode Island or Pittsburgh if they've made it back that way, wherever they are.
Absolutely.
We miss them and we are thinking of them, and we are so glad that you're a part of our podcast family. Wherever this show finds you, Australia, Japan, England, United States, Canada, Mexico. We have listeners all around the world. We'll be celebrating over the next 24 hours because, of course, that's how the world works. We'll be bringing Christmas in over the next day. So wherever the show finds you, thanks for making it a part of your day, your year, your week, all your runs, your walks, when you wash the dishes, all that stuff. We thank you and we appreciate you. So sounds like Santa's still struggling there. So we got Christmas is in dire straits at this point. We are going to get out of here and wish you a very Merry Christmas. We'll be back with more shows here before the end of 2024. So for Pam, Scott, and Ricky, I'm Mike saying Merry Christmas. We're going to make sure Santa makes it around. Trust me, we're going to make it happen. And we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.